right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to CAGcast episode number 558. I'm your host, CheapyD, here in Long Island, New York, and as always, we're joined by a man who's live from Gamescom, Wombat.
Well, I'm gonna tell you, it's crazy here in Germany. I really like it though. The food's really good, and I'm seeing a lot of people. Hey, Wombat! Hey, Major Nelson, how are you?
That was Major Nelson?
Yeah, that's what he sounds.
Why is his voice so high?
Hey, Wombat! How's the show going?
Sounds like Barney or Bobcat Goldthwait.
Whoa, Barney! Major Nelson!
That was good, Wombat. I bowed to you. I couldn't even get past the intro and tremendously long ad, but we all pull it together as a team, I feel. Shipwreck, what did you do?
That's how we work.
Where's your role in all this?
I am politely listening.
That's fine.
Mm-hmm.
You could clap.
I
Too late.
don't know. Okay.
How are you?
I'm a little tired because I had a big ping pong day today. So today was my ping pong day.
Tuesday is when we're recording the show a little earlier than normal.
Right.
That's because I'm going on vacation tomorrow.
Yes.
Thank you both for accommodating my weird schedule.
Right. That's my excuse for being tired and not being able to make it through the intro. Thank you.
So, yes. Thank you.
Yes. It was extra tiring because Ty came with me. So it's like, it's work, to pull a kid through Manhattan.
I understand. I have to pull two kids through 2 states tomorrow.
No, but they're sitting in the car. That's a big difference. You don't have to worry about them getting like...
They're just kind of coming along for the ride there.
Exactly.
Not really
yeah,
pulling.
Oh yeah. It's my trip.
They're not going to disappear from behind you if you're not keeping an eye out. Or...
Really?
Well,
really?
How bad a driver are you?
Have you met my children? They're like little ninja monsters.
Do you have door locks?
Yes.
Okay. It's important. We talked about kids falling out of cars a couple weeks ago.
That is true.
Serious business.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so this is our first canned show. If our last show was a live show, I don't know. It's pretty much the same show.
It's always like a live show for us.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly. It's not like the process changes, really.
Nope.
People seem...
I just don't get to look at you gentlemen while I do it now.
Right. It is easier when you're sitting next to the person. There's no doubt about it.
Mm-hmm.
I think we can all agree that ideally...
Yes, but I found myself, because I was sitting in the middle, like, when you were talking, I'd look at you, and then Shipwreck would talk in my head. I felt like wasn't turning in time. So I felt like I was, like Shipwreck was staring at the back of my head too much. But
it's probably not the ideal setup.
Yeah. Along a table is not probably ideal, but I don't remember looking at the back of your head ever, Wombat.
So there you go. It's all in my
I was making
head.
eye contact with the thousands of fans in attendance.
That's true. I was surprised how many people showed up. Thank you, Long Island Retro, for really. I can't believe that there were 4,000 people in that room, but
I don't think
it was pretty remarkable.
That room cannot hold 4,000 people,
Some kind
or
of
even
fire
1,000.
violation or something.
There were more people there than there were at Barack Obama's inauguration.
No, it was. How many people were there really there? Shipwreck. I'm asking
75.
Shipwreck. Oh, you counted? Well,
I'm sorry. I mean, I guessed around
terrible
75.
counter. I don't.
Shipwreck.
30 maybe.
30? No.
Less. More.
No, I counted the amount. I did. It was like, okay,
Are we,
so there's X
are we
amount
counting
of
the
people
families that we brought along
in
with us?
each row? There
was more than 30,
people.
Ship. Come on, even I.
There was about 70 people.
We brought like 30 people.
Right.
It's
I
true.
deleted them from my count.
You saying my parents don't count?
We didn't bring 30 people, by the way. That's a
No.
gross exaggeration.
I did like the fact that when your parents were leaving, your mom was suggesting going to Chili's. It was very on brand for the Wombat family.
I actually brought it up first, to be perfectly honest, to which my father was like, that's not happening. So
I don't think I could. It was nice to meet your parents finally, would. And it was,
that's the first time you've met them as well.
Yeah.
yeah.
Wow.
I don't think I could have picked them out of a lineup. If I had talked to a lineup of people for like 2 minutes each. I mean, not that I talked to your parents for very long at LI Retro, but still, they were not what I expected. Do you agree, Ship, or disagree?
I don't know what that means.
they seem to be wombatty to me.
Oh, did they? Okay.
I mean, your choice in septuagenarians there was either going to be your parents or Wombat's parents.
We supplied the old people.
So
yeah,
we were the old people, and we supplied more old people.
I'm so curious to know what that means. Did you think that my parents they're too good looking to be Wombat's parents, or was it they're too creepy looking?
No. Your dad seemed very laid back, and
he is not.
He's not. Oh, okay. He seemed like
I think he was, because he was just kind of there.
Okay, he seemed
it was more disinterest than laid back.
Okay,
but I could see the confusion.
Okay, yeah, he seemed like not worried about being there at all, and just like going with the flow.
That is very accurate.
Okay.
Yes, that is accurate. Yes.
How do I stop my screensaver from kicking in every 5 minutes? It's really annoying.
You enter the world of 2018.
What? You don't use screensavers?
No.
Oh.
I will say that my kids enjoyed hanging out with all the other children.
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah. They like seeing the your child and your child.
Our children. Collectively.
Yes.
Yeah, Emma's Shipwreck's daughter is pretty hilarious, I gotta say.
She's pretty funny.
From the moment that I picked them up at the airport, she it's like a 45-minute drive. She probably talked most of it, just saying hilarious things.
A solid 43 minutes of it, I would say.
It was very difficult to concentrate on driving with this comedy going on in the backseat. It was pretty fantastic. So it was very good having you guys.
Well, thank you for having us.
You're welcome.
We enjoyed it as well.
And I have something to remember you by on my knee.
Yes. The hero we deserve.
The hero Wombat, do you want to hear the story of how I tried to be a hero?
What did you do?
So we were at this, we were eating dinner or lunch? Lunch.
Dinner? No, dinner.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's a place that we go to a lot. We really like it. It's like on a dock basically. And you sit out on like picnic tables, and they have really good cheeseburgers. And also fried clams and stuff. But the cheeseburgers are like probably the best cheeseburgers I've ever had. And Mrs. Cheapy agrees. Anyway, so we're there, and, me, Mrs. Cheapy, Ty, Shipwreck's daughter, and they want to go for a walk along on the dock there. Want to hang out on the dock. And I'm like, all right, Ty, but it's your job. You have to watch Em. She's very small. She could, easily like fall through the slots on the dock, on on the floor, but on the railing.
Yeah, like the slats. It's just like a fence type of thing.
And
like
it goes right into the water on the other side. So it's like, Ty, it's your job to make sure that you have to have an eye on her and, take care that she doesn't fall in the water. You understand? Yes. So they go off, and, we order, and we're sitting down at the table, and we're talking. And I look over, and I see that Em is playing like right on the edge of the dock. Like she's right up against where if she loses her balance or something, she could fall into the water. Ty is standing.
It's like a 15-foot drop or so.
Yeah. Ty is standing right next to her.
Right.
So, which is what he's supposed to be doing. So I look over, and I say, when I see it, I go, Ty, look, she's right on the water. Can you, I don't know I don't know exactly what I said, but I was trying to make it clear that this was a dangerous position, and please do something about it. Am I saying everything correctly?
Yeah, no, that's correct. So I was kind of watching the situation.
Okay. I wasn't sure because of the angle, if you could see.
Yeah, and you're not as familiar with my child either. So.
Sure. And so anyway, after I said that to Ty, I said, Ty, please, whatever I said to take care of the situation. And his response was to try and use his leg to somehow, I don't know, like, it was like
hold her back, I think. Like
it was like she was a bag of flaming dog shit, and he doesn't want to touch her somehow.
Right.
I don't know. I don't understand.
He was like, she was like laying on her stomach, like looking over the edge, and he was like putting his foot like Like trying to get his foot like underneath her stomach.
I don't know. I didn't know.
Like,
and I saw that.
Back.
Right. And so I saw that and I was like, holy shit. Like he's going to kick her into the water. And so my immediate response, we were all sitting, like I said, we're sitting at picnic tables and we're sitting in like these plasticky metal lawn furniture chairs. And I went to like push back, to knock the chair back so I could get up and go over there. And the chairs are on like, everything's on like concrete and it's all like busted up and everything. So when I went to push back, the chair didn't really like go too far. And I stood up and, like I'm very long and uncoordinated. So I just like went over like a really heavy sack of potatoes. And my like knee first, on my side, but like my knee went into the gravel first, into the cement first. I don't know what happened at that point with your daughter and Ty, because I was like underneath the table behind us with like
I didn't see what happened to you because I was looking at them, right. And then I just heard this big like crash.
So my leg
we had to go get you bandaged up.
Yeah, it's pretty scabby right now.
Thank you for saving my daughter.
I didn't make it 1 foot from where I was sitting.
Right.
That's how far I made it. And my leg was bleeding.
I'd go into battle anytime with you.
Thank you. I at least in theory, I have your back. If the mind is willing, the body may not be. But my leg was bleeding throughout the whole meal, and like I'm just taking like napkins.
I felt bad about that.
Yeah, it wasn't a great situation.
You hung in there.
We all did our best.
You finished your burger.
It was a great fucking burger, I gotta say.
We got ice cream afterwards.
That made it okay.
I just know I wasn't invited to any of this. And I will say that when my daughter was watching M at the RetroCon, nothing happened to her. That's all I'm saying. You could have invited me and my portable babysitter, and it all would have been fine.
What's your portable babysitter? Oh, your daughter.
Sabrina.
Right.
Have sitter will travel.
Right.
We hung out a lot, all three of us together, though, in families.
Yes, we did. It was very nice, and I didn't need to be there Sunday evening, so that's okay.
Oh, you could have saved me.
I could have.
So crunchy right now. My knee.
I don't know what to tell you. I hope you learned your lesson. When in doubt, always ask yourself, would the addition of Wombat make this better or worse?
I should. We did have a nice barbecue. We had a barbecue
that was a lot
the
of
night
fun.
before or something.
I enjoyed the barbecue. I enjoyed the Benihana, where my son ate everyone's steak.
It was delicious.
And they screwed up my order, but it was okay.
They're having a contest at Benihana now where I'm on their mailing list. It's like the Benihana Chef of the Year. So if you videotape your chef, and he happens to do well, because I'd imagine if you videotape your chef and he just drops a shrimp or something, they'd probably disqualify you. But if your entry wins, you win some prize. I didn't get that far in the email, but so yeah, I don't know what the point of that story was. But next time,
I don't know either.
Bring your camera.
That was a really good dinner, though.
Yeah, Benihana's good.
It was good. It was fun. It was nice.
I wanted to thank Ryan from Long Island Retro. Did you thank him already, Wombat? You might have done that. I forgot.
No, not on this show.
Okay. Well, he makes sure that we come to that, which is it's really fun for all of us. And also a shout out to Max from Harry's, who came to the show with gifts for the listeners. He's actually a listener, and he's told me before the show that first time he ever heard of Harry's was from listening to the CAGcast, and then he wound up getting a job there. So that was pretty cool. And it was a great time.
Cool.
Thanks, everybody. Ty told me this week that he wanted exactly my level of fame. Because he said he wanted to be a YouTuber, a famous YouTuber. And I was like, really? Like, you want people stopping you on the street everywhere and asking for photos and stuff? Like, don't you think that would get old pretty quickly? And he's like, well, I don't need to be that famous. I'm like, well, how famous do you need to be? Exactly. And he's like, oh, like your level. Basically, only people ask at conventions. I agree, actually. I feel like that is a good level of fame to have. No?
Sure. CheapyD famous. That's a good level.
I feel
People
like
you.
if you want to be able to go to the supermarket
to get bandages for your knee.
Didn't we go? We went to Target, right? Or no?
No, not that. We did go to Target in the mall, but for the bandages we went to some grocery store near.
Oh, Stop and Shop. We went to Stop and Shop.
That sounds like it.
Yeah. How about some show feedback? I think that's where we are, right?
Yeah, we're not very far along. King Rockin' LR says, great live podcast. It had everything I love about you guys, talking gaming, making jokes, even some shopping news, and it contained zero of what I don't like. Shout out to Cheapy for not burping. Thanks for all you do. I burped.
I just burped right now. I had to hold it for the whole length of that. You reading that question, you read it so slowly. Thank you. I lost most of the power behind the burp.
No problem.